Assalamualaikum. Good day to you. My name is Lia Hestina. I work as a project coordinator at the RIPE NCC. I work mostly for the community part of the RIPE Atlas, such as the coordinating the RIPE Atlas Ambassador Program, the sponsorship, and also the logistic part of the RIPE Atlas. So in this presentation, I will talk about the part of the RIPE Atlas that relates to the IXPs. Let me just give you a short introduction about the RIPE Atlas. RIPE Atlas is a global, open, distributed measurement platform consisting of thousands of measurement devices that measure internet connectivity in real time. In this overview, you will see how RIPE Atlas works. We have more than 10,000 probes connected around the world, and once these probes are connected, they'll reach out to us and runs all kinds of measurements towards our root name servers, giving information about latency, paths, and also DNS results. So let's imagine an example. You have received a complaint from users in one country, let's say somewhere in Qatar, saying that the access to your service is quite slow. In order to check whether it's true or not, you can create some measurements. First one is ping from 10 probes within Qatar towards an IPv4 and IPv6 addresses within your network to know about the delay. And the same measurement, but then trace route towards your network, towards an address in your network to know about the path followed by the packets. So in this animation, the user, with credits of course, uses the web interface to create the measurement, and the RIPE Atlas system make the probes aware of the new measurement they have to perform. The probes then start the measurement towards the user server as the target of the measurement. The measurement data is stored into the RIPE Atlas servers, and the users can look at the result using the same web interface again. There are 6 types of measurement that you can do with the RIPE Atlas. Ping, traceroute, DNS, SSL, TLS, NTP, and also HTTP, which is only available to Anchor. So there are 3 ways in accessing the RIPE Atlas. You can access it via the web interface, you can access it via the API, and also the CLI tools. We also offer streaming data so that you can monitor your network in real time. So some other features are the time travel, where user can travel back in time to access all the historical data collected by the RIPE Atlas. This data is now visualized with the new time travel feature, available for both internet maps and also the measurement results. And further, you can create alerts and adapt the RIPE Atlas to your existing status checks tools such as Isinga or Nagios. The latency mon is another feature, which is a client-side tool which latency trends are visualized and compared using the stack charts. Further, you have the domain nom, which allows you to use your own RIPE Atlas credits to monitor the name server of your DNS domain. It provides a means to monitor the quality of service offered by your name servers. It is powered by the same technology as the DNS mon. So many of you have requested to have the software probes, and now we have the software probes in production. It has the same view, the only difference is the probe ID. It starts with 1 million. For the rest, it's just the same. We have a dedicated controlling infrastructure for these probes, which make it transparent for the user. So user can use probe tags to use or exclude the software probes within their measurement. And because there's no physical manifestation, proof of ownership is different, and that's why we have slightly different application and registration procedure. And we'd like to welcome everyone to apply for software probes. The software probes is available to install on virtual machines. You can put it on your home routers or existing servers. The source code is available on website and also on the GitHub. They are available in this platform, the CentOS 7 and 8 as binary RPM package and also as source installation. You have the Debian 9 and 10 and Raspbians as source installation, and in Docker we have a preliminary source installation. And in Turis, you can also have it as an official package from Turis. And now we come to the main point of the talk, IXP Country Jedi. Emil Aben, one of our colleagues, was interested to see what data we can get from the RIPE Atlas in relation to the IXPs, and he worked with some IXPs to see how RIPE Atlas can provide insight into how they are keeping local traffic local. This could help improve performance and efficiency for IXPs and also for their members. Just for your information, the tool is open and available for everyone to use, to reuse and also improve for your own on GitHub. To explore this, he created a traceroute mesh between probes in a given country, and then it detects whether they go via IXP peering LAN. This data is obtained from the peering DB. The other information you'll be able to see in this tool, the hops it takes before it reaches the destinations. It's geolocated using the RIPE IP map database. The Country Jedi successfully shows a number of data that can be used by IXP on how to help keeping local traffic local, and based on the visualization that you can compare countries' performance with each other. Being able to see the paths and also the latency trends, you'll be able to optimize your routing. So he also created a custom IXP Country Jedi for Middle East 2, and it is available in this link. And now I'll show you some ready-to-use visualizations from IXP Country Jedi. And this is a snapshot of the map of Iran. First picture shows the paths we see between probes within Iran in IPv4. It shows that some are going out of the country. The second snapshot is IPv6. The path is also going out of the country. So this could be your network, and it may be planned or not. If this is a surprise, yeah, you may want to contact your upstream provider and adjust your peering plan. This is the second visualization. In this tool, we show the number of paths going via the local IXP. Here you see the ASN mesh in Saudi Arabia, where we have more probes connected. The connection between Y and X is color-coded. The dark green means local IXP found, path is not going out of the country. Light green means ASN found, no local IXP, but path stays within the country. Dark brown means local IXP found, but path is still going out of the country. And finally, light brown means no local IXP found and path is going out of the country. And here's an example of when there's enough RIPE Atlas coverage in a country. You will be able to see more data, and more data means better data quality. So many information and so much green, which is good. As this tool is built based on the number of probes connected in a country, it really depends on the number of probes connected in a specific country. Here I would like to mention that not every country has enough probes connected to be able to show any data. So I urge you all to go and check how does your country look, seen from the RIPE Atlas Country Jedi, based on the link below in the previous page. See if you can try and check it out yourself and compare how your country look and how your neighbors' clans look. It's an interactive tool, as I said before, where you can hover from one cell to the other. So the brown cell shows path going out of the country. If this is a surprise for you, talk to your upstream provider and make the necessary peering arrangement. The dark brown shows paths, which is going out of the country, although there is a local IXP seen in the path. We don't see this much often. So you know what to do. It's time for action. I've shown you the tools, so check your country and your probe if you have any, and use this tool to optimize your routing by selecting the path that is going out of the country and talk to your upstreams provider, and also select the path that is not going via a local IXP and make a new peering arrangement. You can also contribute to the floss code on GitHub and develop it further. Remember, it takes everyone's effort to create a healthy internet ecosystem for all. If your ASN is not on the graph, apply for a RIPE Atlas probe or an anchor. And now I will show you some use cases we've seen with this tool. Here's Daniel talk about the lack of interconnection between ISP in Albania. Many paths are going through one or more countries before it reaches the destination in Albania. So the interconnection has led to export of Albanian content over the years, and one of the most visited website is not hosted in Albania, but that was in 2017. That meeting resulted in setting up their first NOC and also internet exchange. How cool is that? And now we go to what makes the tool possible, which is the RIPE Atlas, the RIPE Atlas network. At the moment, we have very low number of connected probes within the Middle East, just about 2.5% of the global number. Now the issue is not distribution, it's their connection. Most probes are disconnected and abandoned by the host. If you have a probe, please check the status, if it's connected or not, and if you have any question, please contact us. We can assist you with it. We'll be happy assisting you with troubleshooting, as most probes that has USB issues can easily be fixed by rebooting or replacing the USB stick with a new one. 95% of the probes that were returned to us as broken or has USB issue, they are revivable. So we just need a little bit more patience in troubleshooting it. Please do notice that each probe matters, and it's very important to make sure that we treat probe with USB issues seriously and more patiently. At the moment, we have very limited stock, so I urge you to apply for software probe. If we have at least 1 or 2 probes in each large ASN per country, it will help us give you enough data to visualize the state of the internet within your country. As I mentioned earlier, we can only see data in IXP Country Jedi if there's enough probes. This is Bahrain, and there's not that many probes in Bahrain. Here we see the top ASN with users. If we cover all these 7 ASN, you will be able to see more meaningful data with the state of the internet ecosystem in Bahrain. Unfortunately, we cannot show any meaningful data for Qatar, as we only have 3 probes connected. So if you care and if you're interested in putting Qatar in the RIPE Atlas map and have insight on how internet is routed in Qatar, please apply to host a probe. It will be very interesting to see the before and the after picture. So RIPE Atlas Anchor is a super probe. It has much more capacity in comparison to the regular probes. And it attracts all kinds of measurement from 500 probes in the region, and you can use it as a target. At the moment, we have 27 anchor connected in the Middle East. And with the RIPE Atlas Anchor, you will get all measurement results at your disposal without having to run any measurement yourself. It's a regional basis. And the RIPE Atlas Anchors allows you to run ping, trace routes, and HTTP measurement. If you host an anchor, you will get 10 times more credit than the regular probes. As I mentioned earlier, by having enough data, we can build and present you a meaningful visualization and statistic, like the one we did with Saudi Arabia in 2018. This is a comprehensive report on the development and the state of the internet of Saudi Arabia and the neighboring Arab-speaking country. It examines growth trends and the optimization of the internet routing in the region. It also evaluates the efficiency of our K-root service, which is part of the global DNS. Please go and to the link below and have a read. So now you've seen the tool and what it can do, and you're interested and would like to contribute. and not only interested and would like to contribute, you want to know how it will look if you have many probes to build meaningful data for your own country. And that's where the RAP Atlas community is built on. So we have the users. They are anyone who can access the RAP Atlas maps, statistic, and also the measurement results, which are open and available to the public. They are considered to be RAP Atlas users. We also have host, is anyone who connects a probe or an anchor to their own network. Hosts can conduct their own customized measurement in order to gain valuable information about their network using the RAP Atlas probes. So as a probe host, you don't have to be a member of the RAP NCC, but you need to create a RAP Atlas account if you don't have one already. It's free of charge, and hosts can earn credits for the time their probes remain connected, and they can redeem credits for their own customized measurements using other probes throughout the entire RAP Atlas network. And then we have the RAP Atlas ambassador. They are anyone who helps us distribute the RAP Atlas probes. Two tasks: distribute probes and help to keep track of the probes they distribute. And there's also an administration interface that is simple and straightforward. And then we have the software developers that have been contributing their code for analyzing the RAP Atlas data, making visualizations and other tools, and sharing it with the community at this GitHub repository. We also maintain a collection of links to other related code in this file. So please use, study, rewrite, and share your code too. We are seeking for sponsors. Sponsors are individual or organization that financially support the RAP Atlas project. The funding we get from sponsors will be used to purchase the hardware. Sponsors funding allows us to keep distributing the probes free of charge. And having more sponsors means we can keep expanding the coverage of the RAP Atlas network, which will result in providing you with a reliable and better quality data. Sponsors can choose to distribute the probes themselves to whomever they like. They can adopt existing probes that are already active in the network, or they can sponsor future probes that the RAP NCC will distribute. The benefit as the RAP Atlas sponsors, you will be actively supporting and serving the internet community. The data collected and the analysis performed are made available for everyone. You will also enjoy special acknowledgement by the RAP NCC. Your logo of your organization will be displayed on the RAP Atlas website. Sponsors are entitled and encouraged to advertise their involvement and support in the RAP Atlas development by displaying a logo on their company or personal websites. You will also be given credits to use the RAP Atlas networks of probes and anchors to perform customized measurements. We would like to thank our sponsors in 2019, and we are looking forward to have you as one of our sponsors in 2020. And now, how to apply to host a probe or an anchor. You can first create a RAP Atlas Access account. For hardware probes, you can apply here, and for software probes, you can follow this link. And there's also the link for the RAP Atlas anchor. And then further, this is how you can contact the RAP Atlas. You can go to the RAP Atlas website, www.atlas.rap.net. You can read articles and update about the RAP Atlas in RAP Labs. And there's a mailing list of for active users, which is rap-atlas@rap.net. And if you have any question, you can send an email to atlas@rap.net. And there's also Twitter account of the RAP NCC. And that's how you can contact me. Thank you for your attention, and we hope together we can build the largest internet measurement platform in the world.